We rolling? Going live in
3,
2, 1.
This is Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 289. My name is Nick Valero.
Renee.
This is Bryan.
And welcome to Keeping Up with the Nerds.
Yeah. I think say keep it with it is 289. I'm just going
I
to
almost,
circle.
not gonna lie.
Keeping Up with the Nerds.
I
And we're
almost-
keeping up with the nerds.
I almost did get stuck in a hole.
289. What was it? 289? 289.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Who are you?
How am I doing? I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah? Renee, how are you doing? Yeah? You know what can cheer your mood up?
What?
Check out our website, keepingupwiththenerds.com. Check out our
Turning
socials.
up your notifications. That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say, I was going to go look up BetterHelp, but I guess not.
Check
Oh,
out
no, the
our...
free trial's gone.
Free trials
my
gone.
mic's
Yeah.
gone.
Are you
dude.
okay there?
No, my mic's... Now my mic... Who ran this room before us?
You.
Terrible. No. Check out our website, keepingupwiththenerds.com. Socials, Instagram, Facebook, or xmen.com. Check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/keepingupwiththenerds. And check out our audio platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean. Also, YouTube Music. Check out our affiliate link down below, opusclips.com. That is how we're getting our shorts up on YouTube. If you guys are interested in using that service to help out with your platform,
It does.
to just upload clips so that way people can check out your content. It is a service. Down below is the affiliate link if you guys want to check that out. With that said, that is pretty much our call to action, guys. Thank you so much for our new subscribers who have joined the show. If this is your first time watching, hopefully you guys enjoy what we're going to be talking about because it's a pretty decently packed show, a lot of TV. But before we get to that, any updates with you guys? How have you guys been?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm loving this new theory that I saw. Not on what's on the screen. What I'm doing is I'm trying to like set things up for later conversations. But I'm loving this new theory that somebody had on online for the Green Lantern costume. That it's not Hal Jordan's costume.
Oh, the one we saw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we talk about this last week?
No,
Or were you guys talking about it?
we
Bits and
talked about it, but we
pieces.
didn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah, like bits and pieces. So the Green Lantern, if you guys already know, the people were complaining about the Green Lantern costume, that it's too brown, that everything else. And
Also, why is it a suit?
why is it a suit when he can just do it and everything else? Then somebody had pointed out that the top of it doesn't look flat. It looks like a cape. So they're thinking that
It's Alan Scott.
it's Alan Scott's.
Okay. Nice.
Because Alan Scott has notably not been able to do constructs of his suit. He actually does have a made suit.
Okay.
Who's the showrunner for Lanterns?
Showrunner for Lanterns is the same showrunner as Ozarks.
I like how they had to call this show Lanterns because they don't want to call it Green Lantern yet because of what happened with Ryan Reynolds' movie. They're
But it
still
makes
afraid.
sense.
But I'm just. It's funny because it's giving the trolls ammunition. They're like, look. They're calling the show Lanterns. They're not even calling it Green Lantern, because it's so ridiculous. Green Lantern.
Because it's not Green Lantern Corp. Because you're not bringing in the corporation. You're not bringing in, and it's not like a green. Because it's probably not going to be like a Green Lantern focused show. There's a mystery behind it, right? Isn't it supposed to be like solving the murder of someone?
Alan Scott.
There you go.
It's supposed to be solving the murder of Alan Scott. So they were saying because people were complaining about one, his lantern, that the lantern looks dumb. Two, that the costume looks stupid.
But that's what the Golden Age was.
Huh?
Golden Age looked dumb.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the thing. That's the whole point.
But that's why people are going. The lantern that they showed isn't Jon Stewart or Hal Jordan's lanterns.
Yeah.
Those aren't theirs. Those are Alan Scott's.
Yeah, his looks. Alan Scott's lantern was an actual lantern.
Yeah, and it's Chris Mundy.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Mundy was the showrunner, is the showrunner and executive producer for it, and he also was he also worked on Ozarks.
No, but also he made a comment that like he wasn't really like thrilled about writing for the show. He just kind of did it. It was like a paycheck, and he just wrote a show. And then now after
He said he wasn't all that thrilled
Yeah.
with it originally, and then once he had because he didn't know how to step into the world.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, but when he started like actually devising what it was, like this story, he said he was a lot more excited and everything else. But this is what I mean, though, is like people are saying this is Alan Scott's costume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it has the cape, it's a little darker, it's brown instead of the red.
And it wouldn't make sense in a live action rendition to have Alan Scott's costume to a T. No, it would. You know, costume designers would take liberties. They'd be like, okay, instead of red, it'd be brown.
But even still, because the showrunner is what was his name? Chris Mundy, right? This show wouldn't have been greenlit if James Gunn and Peter Safran didn't have faith in it. Yeah, because I mean, everything that they've been greenlighting hasn't necessarily been bad.
I forgot they made him gay in Earth 2.
Yeah, he is gay.
Yeah.
But this is the suit that people have been comparing it to. Because it has the same kind of like wave, like
it's got
form.
the chest plate.
It has the chest plate and it has everything else. Where they were like, "Oh, this is the suit that it kind of looks like." Not exactly, but it like inspiration.
I could see like they decided to blend the two.
I don't know the teaser trailer looked pretty good.
It's so funny. I don't know why people are heavily critiquing.
But you know what? I've seen that a lot.
And it's like you still haven't seen the full fledge of the show to fully critique it like that.
I'll just say this, that to me it's interesting now that we're kind of getting a lot more traction in the shorts and kind of like taking snippets of like our content. Yeah. It's interesting to kind of see the opinion of people when we mention something. It's like,
oh dude, it like turns.
It turns. And I was telling Renee, I'm like, dude, sometimes I don't even feel comfortable reading the comments because like there's comments that people saying like, oh, just anyone can do a podcast at this point.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, no, duh, dude. It's two
it was
phones.
really
And
I saw that comment and then I checked subscribers. He subscribed.
He's one of our subscribers.
I thought it was funny. I was just, like, I saw it and I was just like, oh, okay. So,
but that's the thing.
You hated it and then immediately went subscribe. I want to hear more.
Okay, thanks for hate subscribing. You know.
He's like, I can't wait to listen to these guys just so I can just hate what they're saying. And I was like, okay, yeah, man, I'll take it. I need
I'll take a hateful sub. Sub is still a sub.
Yeah, man.
At the end of the day, but that's kind of the thing that I wanted to go back to was that like
just know that I win.
Yeah. I win in this situation.
I win in this situation.
It's interesting to kind of see that there's a lot of people that think that their opinions are factual. It's like we haven't seen the show yet. We haven't seen the direction it's headed.
Yeah.
Until we can actually see something solid, you know, there's really no way to properly critique this.
Yeah.
All I can say is that the concept of the story is interesting.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Look at his lantern. Like in this one, it looks kind of like the lantern that they're holding.
It's a cool figure.
And factually speaking, James Gunn has pulled a lot from the golden age and silver age of comics as well.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind him being a retired hero.
Yeah.
And like, however they explain it, he found a lantern. He was able to like make it work. He's technically not a member of the Lantern Corps. He's an old lantern. Whatever you want, however you want to put it. I enjoy it. I think this is going to be an interesting idea. Especially with have you ever seen Ozark?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I like Ozark.
No, it's
fun.
It's an interesting show. I like the concept of color theory because Ozark is very dark blue.
Yes,
very dark green.
In case you haven't seen Ozark, it's basically Breaking Bad but with accounting.
Yes,
and Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman is basically Breaking Bad but with money laundering instead of actually like cooking them.
Good tension.
Yeah, great tension. It's all about like taking over the Ozarks, like this small town, this lake town, and like how exactly can I funnel this mobster's money into these businesses and clean it?
Yeah.
And like every season, it's always more money, and how can I make this a legitimate business?
They know how to bring the tension in every episode, and I feel like they could do this with lanterns as well.
Yeah.
The color theory in Ozark, if they bring that into lanterns, it'll be interesting because so far in the teaser trailer, it's very dark. It's very brown, green. I like that. It visually looks interesting. Also, the fact that we're getting Hal Jordan as a retiree old Lantern and Jon Stewart is the one that's going to be the younger version of the Green Lantern that we'll probably be seeing. It's an explanation.
It's fine.
It's an explanation. I like it.
I
don't know. I feel like people are too focused on criticizing and being negative about products when we haven't seen it fully. And if you don't want to see it, I mean, no one's forcing you. No one's got a gun to your head.
No one's making you to see it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then people criticizing our Resident Evil take and going just like, how dare you not?
Oh, that's
how
just
dare you
Resident
not?"
Evil fans.
You know what? But I did actually see some people go like, you know what? I think you're right. Resident Evil 5 would be sick.
I did see those. I saw those comments. I'm like, that's
too. I was
cool. All right,
people
yeah.
actually did like.
Hey, they agree.
Yeah, I see.
They
I
were
see my
like,
people.
No,
I'll take.
you kill a girl. You don't understand the full lore. The lore, Chris needs to be told. Chris's story needs to be told.
Like, it's just,
I want Daddy boulder punching Chris Redfield.
I want boulder punching. I think boulder punch. Hey, did you see the now it has speedrunners 9?
Yeah.
That now it has speedrunners. It's so funny. Did you see how they figured out how to speedrun?
For Requiem?
Yep.
How?
Look up.
Oh, just look up the whole
Just
time?
look up.
Oh, when you run?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just look up
Oh,
because the zombies in the game the zombies don't react to attack you until you look at them. So like
Grace is just like,
so literally if you can, what they were saying is like when you're in Raccoon, if you want, you run through
In first person?
in first person mode looking up and the zombies won't activate, but as soon as you look down they'll then
That's interesting. Oh, so I guess they're triggered by the camera angle?
so they're triggered by the camera angle. So like the scene,
okay.
so you know the scene where you're coming down in the elevator and they're
Yeah.
falling on top? If you stare straight, they won't attack you.
Okay.
And the elevator will just keep dropping. It won't stop.
That's interesting. Okay.
So then you just go, and then eventually it will come all the way down. And then as soon as it stops, you look down and you just see an entire elevator full of zombies, and then they all react to you, and you just jump out and you just run.
isn't
That's
the
all you're
world
doing.
record for Requiem right now like an hour 20?
It's like an hour and 25
An hour and
minutes.
20
Yeah,
minutes,
on
fastest
casual
speed
mode.
run. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see also somebody figured out how to beat the Mr. X fight in 38 seconds?
I think I think I saw it. but I
38
don't-
seconds is the
Don't you have to? Oh wait, don't you have to like go to a corner of the?
yeah. So basically, it's going to first person.
yeah.
So as soon as he shows up, he like pushes past you. It's after the first dodge. You then run to the corner. You have to like touch this corner in first person, turn to Mr. X, and then as soon as he pushes at you, he'll grab you and throw you. There's a hole in the map right there. Mr. X will fall through it.
And that ends the
And
fight.
it'll instantly trigger the his death scene. That's how speedrunners are getting through it.
Yeah.
How do people find this stuff?
I don't know, man.
know.
Autism, dude.
dude. Honestly, no.
Autism.
You know what? The only thing I don't like
Tylenol.
It
They just
loves
pop
autism.
like 15 pills.
You know what? I don't like. I don't like that the what's it called? That everything is now a currency. Like I have to kill so many enemies.
Oh yeah.
Or like do these challenges in order to
Unlock something. Yeah.
something. Like I was like, okay, I guess. Like I got the gun that Xeon uses.
Oh, yeah?
I got it.
Mm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not as good as I was really hoping it was gonna
Yeah.
be. I think I still have to upgrade it, but I'm like,
I'm just my goal is just to unlock infinite ammo.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just, I'm just doing that.
I do want to bring up something because there's a bunch of like YouTubers are finally like putting up their reviews for Resident Evil Requiem, and
It's garbage.
No, so there was one that I love these guys. It's Inside Games. Bruce Green and Lauren Sontag. They used to be Funhouse. They used to work for Rooster Teeth. Yeah. And so they were talking about it, and they've admitted they're like, I'm pulling teeth to like try to not pulling teeth, but I'm really trying to pull like aspects that I can't find about that I can't love about this game because they really enjoyed it. But it's always interesting to kind of hear people say that the thing that they kind of find annoying about Resident Evil is how extreme it could be and how stupid things are sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, no, duh. It's kind of like Fast and Furious. Like at one point, it became not about street racing, but like how these normal people can become superheroes in cars and physics don't work. I've never played
First
Resident.
off, you didn't even mention the most important thing.
What?
It's about family.
Oh, it's about family. You're right. Family and Coronas and barbecues in the backyard.
Yeah, it's about family, Coronas, and barbecue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you even watch the series?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I do my watch through every year.
Yeah.
It's a new year. I got to do it
You
again.
just you didn't watch that part?
You know what? I haven't seen it this year, so I got to start over again. So my bad. That's my bad.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Was that the caffeinated water?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It tastes like it is what it is, like watermelon.
It just tastes like water, like
Like someone
flavored-
got
like
water
flavored
and
not me.
watermelon
Not
juice.
my like. Nope.
Yeah, it tastes like water, like
Couldn't even
watermelon
speak
juice.
English.
No, it's not, it tastes like you're drinking water from an empty watermelon.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what it tastes like. Yeah.
There it is.
Anyways, yeah, but no.
There
So
it is.
people
With zero,
like,
I mean, zero everything. Jesus.
but it's 200 milligrams of caffeine.
150.
Oh, 150.
I would get one of these again. This is nice. I would-
150. It's the same one with a whole bunch of sugar.
But you know what? You know what I would put? I would put a squeeze of lemon in this. Like a little bit of lemon to make the watermelon pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay,
But
well,
it's good.
going back to Resident Evil.
Yeah.
they were
Oh, right.
complete-
Sorry.
It's your ADHD.
It's a real challenge.
Shiny. Ooh.
It's a real challenge.
They were talking about how like Resident Evil is too extreme sometimes and the story doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, I've never really played a Resident Evil game and been like, oh no, the story has to be pitch perfect to like be enjoyable.
the story always likes to just start not grounded, but kind of like get you the baseline.
Believable?
Of like, yeah, to the point of like this could happen
Yeah.
in real life. But then being like once you step in, it's all just
Doesn't matter.
horrors. It's just like
You teleported into hell.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And
Hand
I'm
gets chopped off, you glue it back
and but
on.
then that's the vibe of a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're entering a mansion, and then you're ending the game with fighting a giant zombie tyrant.
Yeah.
You know, or fighting a giant cobra or a spider.
Yeah.
I love seeing streamers and YouTubers reacting to the spider scene in Resident
I
Evil.
don't. Maybe because I'm
Spider's
not
not that bad.
arachnophobic. But people
a
have
lot of people-
arachnophobia.
Yeah, a lot of people are like rationally like arachnophobic.
I will
apparently.
admit though, when I went to go play my second playthrough,
Yeah.
I started my second playthrough already.
I'm sorry, but I haven't gotten to that part yet.
So I'm in my second playthrough.
Mhm.
I got what difficulty are you trying to get in now?
Oh, I'm just playing through it just to kind of like get a vibe of the game. My third one, I'm gonna play on classic.
Okay, so I went straight to insane.
Oh my god, why?
I went straight to insane, and I was just like, "Let's try insane,"
Oh
Because
my
Nick
God.
likes to
'Cause
jerk off with
'cause-
his balls clamped to the desk.
because I just like to punch myself in the dick.
like,
Yeah.
So I was like, well, because my first thought was modern was just way too easy.
Yeah.
Classic probably going to be the same thing.
Oh, it's
like
just
only
like
going to
with-
be
If
Yeah,
I do
but
it
have
with my
ink ribbons,
left,
yeah.
if I do it with my left hand, it'll be different.
I
But if
do
I
it-
double stroke it, maybe, and if I choke it a little bit,
And if I wear a glove of sandpaper, maybe I'll finally feel. So I
I
got
sit on my hand
So I got
with
to
a
the
glove full of creatine.
Oh, dude! I got to the part with Leon first walking into the doctor's office. Dude, it took me like 9 tries. It was dude, it was
way.
bad because the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Chainsaw is immediately one hit.
Oh,
It's not. There is no like, oh, she misses or
and then
she.
you're just like, or it's like
it's an
two
auto.
hits.
It's an
Yeah.
auto kill. So if anybody picks
Can
up,
you even parry?
you could. You
Oh,
can
but
parry
it's a
it,
small like.
but it's a small window.
Oh,
So
man.
basically, you're just trying to parry everything.
Yeah.
It's like Claire Obscure on this thing. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And then you run out of ammo, and I'm like, I hate this. I'm just so upset.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm so used to a new game plus.
Yeah.
This game didn't have new game plus.
yeah.
It has, you have to buy everything out of like their store using the credits from the challenges, and then you keep those things in your next playthrough.
so it's not a new game plus.
It's not a new game
No.
plus.
It's just a playthrough with the equipment
You
you have.
you could choose to play through the same difficulty again, or
And you
you
find
can-
everything in the same spots.
or if you want to step it up, you
Is it
choose
labeled
what-
new game plus, or is it just labeled as new game?
new game?
new game. That's it. Just new game.
But you just keep all your stuff.
But
from
I'm so
your last
used to
game.
like 5 and 6 where it was like, oh yeah, you want to play new game plus,
Yeah.
like where you keep all your stuff and you're just walking in with like a fully loaded.
With like and all your enemies are like maybe like half as tougher than last time and
Well,
stuff like that.
not only that, but also in the insane is the only time you can actually do 3. So you can't upload, you can't upgrade the gun all the way. It'll say max, but there's one more slot because you can only do it in insane. The game's wild in insane. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna play
But
this.
he's
So
still playing.
no, I didn't. I backed out. and
Oh,
I was
you
like-
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
was
chickened out?
I'm not chickening out. I
Taking a break.
That's not what
you know
I'm
what
hearing.
you know what I wanted? I wanted to get.
You want to be pleasured.
I wanted. No, I wanted to enjoy my experience and not just punch myself.
Yeah,
in
you
the
wanted
dick
pleasure,
over and over
and you
again.
didn't get it.
I want to get pleasured as you're
Yeah.
getting stabbed.
No,
in the
you know what?
balls.
You know what I feel? I feel. I've been checking. Because I've been looking at it. And insane. I feel like you need to play the game at least 2 to 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, to get a vibe. Yeah.
To get a vibe for the game, to memorize it. Not only that, but also to get enough challenges completed to then get you in a place where you can actually play insane.
God, I'm trying to imagine certain boss fights in that difficulty later on in the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the commander parry fight in that?
Yeah, like what was it? Like not Emily.
Or taking down the special
mother.
ops team?
The mother.
Yeah.
She's a one hit
Oh, really?
with Grace early on. She catches you, you're dead.
You're dead. No, wow. She doesn't just like bite your shoulder and then throw you.
No, she just immediately bites your head off.
Damn.
Have you seen people do the speed run though?
Insanity?
Yeah, they've been doing the
No.
speed run. So apparently, she doesn't notice you when you first go in.
Mhm.
So if right when you have that first cutscene, if you skip the cutscene and then you just all the way to the right, she'll walk right past you, and then you could walk into the room, and then you hide in the corner, and then she'll come back, and part of her cinematic is she'll hit
She'll hit the table.
She'll hit the table,
that. Yeah.
and then the table will ricochet, get right there, you jump up, grab the key, you run out, and then you can just go straight for, you can just go straight, instead of having to come back for the screwdriver.
Oh, okay. I just do that.
I didn't realize, like,
Because you're not taking enough Tylenol. You know what? Switch Tylenol to Advil.
dude, the speed,
Advil unlocks a
me
new
watching
level,
some
dude.
of these speedrunners, I'm like, dude, this is insane.
I know.
The
some
game has
people-
only been out for a week. How did you figure this out?
Oh, there are people that are I'll be on TikTok and people are like, I'm trying to beat my best score, which is like 2:02, 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'm like, dang. And one guy finished it like in under 1 hour and 50 minutes. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, some people were just going straight. They memorize the codes too.
Yeah. I can't do that. I have to have it like
Written down.
be written down or like in a folder in my phone.
Yeah, because they even memorize the what's it called, the codes to get like the squares, to get the cubes.
Yeah.
They just boop 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 boop. They got it, and I was like, dude, what the. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's a star, moon.
Yeah, it's star, moon, sun. Okay, got it. I was like, what? How do you know this?
Yeah.
How do you memorize this?
How do you memorize to get the lungs and the heart? Because you still have to have the combination to unlock the lungs too. When you get the container.
No, they just have it.
Yeah,
they already know what it is.
I know. Yeah, but you have to know the combinations for that as well.
Yeah.
Too.
So I was like, okay, I guess. Some of these speedruns are insane.
They're
Crazy, dude. I can't wait for you to play it. It's fun.
I'm gonna do the full playthrough when I get the chance.
Yeah.
Of 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should do 5. The
You should
old
do.
version.
You should do like MJ
miss
sits on
5.
your lap while you do it. I think that would be sick.
She'd find it funny.
That's why
I
I'm
watched
saying.
Alien with her, and she was just like, ah, and I'm like,
She's like,
Murder.
yeah, I'm like, okay. I don't know. What,
and then
what
she
about
was just. She had a pillow.
that. She
You
slaps
play-
me while I
You ever,
sleep.
you ever seen
You
that?
play Resident Evil 8 and she just sees Lady Demetra. He goes, Lady.
She's like, Mama. And I'm like, whoa, dude.
Whoa,
have you ever seen those? It was a video that went like viral a while back. It was a video of this like one girl, and she had like her duck, and she had like duct taped it to the floor, and she had gagged it, and everything else, and she was like, she kept playing like she was torturing it.
What?
Yeah, and then the dad was like, "Where are you getting this stuff from?" And she's like, "My brain." And he goes, "You're just thinking this stuff up? Like you're not
No,
like
that's
you're not
the
seeing
dad.
it."
That's the dad.
I don't know, dude. I remember it going viral a while back. And
That's
like,
the dad. They're
and, like,
showing her something.
all the comments were just like, "You should get out of that house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's gonna do that to you.
Yeah.
You'll
No,
wake up."
That's the thing is that like parenthood has taught
Graduate.
me that you gotta watch what you say and do because your kid is gonna like mimic everything you do. So like Joey, for example, will piss me off because like he'll get in my way and I can't walk. Dude, I'm freaking tall.
So
I take long
So you
steps.
punt him.
Dude, I'm almost like at that point of punting him because he won't move. And I'm like, dude, you're blind, but like
Call
you
animal
can
control.
sense me. And so I'll be like, Joey. And so now MJ will be like, Owie. And I'm like, oh, hang on. You don't want to be me. So I got to watch out. So now there's no cussing in
She
the car.
says, "Owie."
She goes Owie or like she'll say something along that line. She doesn't know how to say the J yet. She knows how to say go and 3 and tres and C. So she can start speaking. So yeah, but again, we got to watch out what we say now because
That
She'll just
moment,
repeat it.
that moment that she just curses you out for 25 minutes.
dude,
Just
that's gonna be a nightmare, dude. If she curses and my mom finds out, ooh, I'm dead. That's why I can't be cussing at home. Can't even cuss on the show.
No, because we could just bleep that out.
Yeah, but then that requires editing.
Yeah, but then she's
Yeah.
gonna be like bleep, and then
Yeah.
She's got a live bleep.
Yes.
Bleep.
That's
No, she just goes bleep.
dude. That would be so funny if
She
that was her
goes
first
like-
word.
I'm
was
so
bleep.
bleeping tired.
Dude, she just bleep, bleep, bleep.
How's
bleep,
school? Bleeped up.
Bleep.
Bleeping hate my teacher.
Yeah.
What you say? Bleep this
You know,
day, man.
You know Cassie that I sit next to at school every day? Yeah, she was being a total bleep. like,
Honestly, I'd accept that. I think that's more funny than anything else. That's creative.
yeah.
It's
a way to get away with it.
God, man.
I love loopholes.
You love loopholes.
Loopholes are
Remember,
fun.
when you're in front of your mom, bleep. All right, not
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at school, bleep.
Bleep. If they question you, don't
Just
answer.
say bleep.
Say bleep. That's it.
I do love that scene in Abbott where she's like, "Ooh, I gotta say a curse word. Can I say it? Can I say a curse word?" And he goes, "I think you deserve it." And she's like, "She's a." Effing. He goes, "I did not expect that. I thought you were gonna call her a B word." And he goes, "No, that's just a nice dog."
Oh, when she says the C word?
yeah, when she
Yeah.
says the C word, and then
yeah.
she goes, "No, that's a nice dog." She is not a nice dog.
Abbott got renewed.
Abbott,
They got renewed for a 5th season.
Nice.
A 5th or 6th season, yeah.
Good.
They're going to get that Modern Family energy.
I'm glad.
Yeah, which is good.
How'd you
It's
like? Did you notice that the rookie this week had zombies?
Yeah. That was
So,
laughing at
The
that.
rookie had
good.
zombies.
Twitter like lit up about the rookie
What
a
about
little bit. That
Yeah.
from
About
my
the
under-
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Did you watch it?
No, but I kind of got the context that
Yeah.
Lucy murdered someone.
She
In
At the
self-defense.
end. So at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is that in the episode, Nolan goes to a call, answers a call where basically
Do you remember that
there's-
psychiatric ward that
Yeah.
they keep on going to, and they keep having like weird experiences there?
Yeah.
so
They
there's
go
a
back there.
there's a apparently there was a cleanup crew that got infected or poisoned from some sort of unknown pathogen, and they started being aggressive and being very violent and then being
So
just
bad
radical. So yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, even Nolan and I think it was Nyla were just like, well, they are just seem to be they are under the influence of some sort of pathogen and stuff, so we can't
That can't
shoot
be our
them.
first. It can't be
Yeah,
our
we
first.
can't use lethal force. We have to
We
sustain.
can. It's just it can't be our first thing we do.
Yeah,
We have to
that's
try everything possible, and then if it still isn't working out, we feel that our lives are in danger.
Yeah.
Then we can use lethal force.
Yeah.
So that had to be said because it's like any other person would just probably shoot these people. A normal person,
Yes.
an rational person.
As they say, a civvy.
Yeah, civvy. So the episode carries on. Lucy answers the call because Nolan and Nyla haven't answered, and they've been trapped.
They've been
and
missing.
They've been missing for a few hours. So they go and see what it is. Lucy ends up taking on one of these people on her own because everyone gets separated and tries to find each other and stuff like that. Lucy tries to take down 2 people at the same time, but subdues one. But then the next person is holding like a knife.
He has
Is it a knife?
he has a knife. In
He
his
has
hand.
like a kitchen carving knife. Yeah, he has a kitchen carving knife, and he's kind of like John Wicking it, like kind of like going like this.
Like he keeps on doing this
Yeah.
to her, and like it's getting closer and closer. So finally, when he does this, she twists his hand
Last minute, yeah.
last minute, and it goes straight into himself. And then he falls down, he passes, and she has it's a very hard moment.
Yeah,
because
it's a very rational and very
Because she
very-
murdered someone.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it is one of those moments of like we did murder this person. I
Yeah.
mean, it's weird because there's the show has a weird way of doing it now because it used to be that this is very rare.
Yeah,
But they've murdered people before on the show, and like
They-
nobody, and like they haven't had this in a
But
while.
I think the
Yeah.
context is different than this. 'Cause from my understanding, she did it in self-defense.
it was self-defense, but at the same time, it was just a regular. It was just a regular person at the end of the day.
Exactly. And not just that, but she's now a sergeant, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
she just got promoted there. So now there's this whole questioning.
well,
and
that's why they're
everything
saying. The thing is that I thought was interesting is I didn't. Have you seen the deleted scenes that they didn't put in the
Oh,
show?
I saw that they just uploaded those. I haven't watched them.
So the deleted scenes show that Tim is like, I really think there's something bad that's gonna happen today. I want to ride with you. I have a bad feeling. And then they're making fun of him.
I like they kind of cut that. Then I like that.
Yeah. So they cut that, but they also cut Nolan and Chin after she gets back.
Oh, really?
They cut that scene, and it's him as the union.
Yeah,
as
the
as a
union
rep,
representative, yeah.
and he's explaining everything, and she's like, time is very fluid with me right now, and like I'm missing a lot of time, and she's experiencing the same things that Nolan experienced
did,
in the
yeah.
first season. And he's like explaining, don't worry, I went through the same thing, and it's more of like a reassuring scene and everything else.
You know what? I was watching it with Mandy, and I'm kind of watching. I'm like, I wonder why they didn't show a scene like that, because we were watching it and we're like, she goes, because Mandy goes immediately. She goes, "Oh, she would choose Nolan as her union rep, right?" And I go, "Yeah, like Chen,
But see,
like
that's-
Chen would."
It depends on what the next episode is going to do.
That's the thing.
Because like if they're going to go the union route, then yeah, they would have made sense to
Or
keep that scene in there.
I can see it maybe being she's on leave until the investigation is done.
Basically, like it was probably fluff that they needed to cut out because they had to make a time, right?
Yeah, the next
But
episode.
the thing is that the way that they showed how Lucy did it, it doesn't look like it was shady. It was shady. Didn't look like it was questionable.
But it was a murder at the end.
It was
of
a
the day.
murder at the end, but it was a clean.
Unfortunately,
it was a clean kill. It was a clean kill. Unfortunately, it was a clean kill.
Yeah.
She her life
Body
like,
cam on or no?
Yes, and,
Body cam on?
yeah, and legitimately from the point of view,
Mm-hmm.
it was life or death. It
Yeah.
was if I do not do something, this man will kill me.
Well,
I
like,
just hope the show doesn't push it along that way of like, oh well,
It was questionable.
it was questionable. It's like, no, it wasn't. I'd rather her deal with the repercussions of her own internal battles.
So the questionable part comes into play
Yeah.
if they start bringing in scenarios that happened before the actual event. So in other words, like, could she have avoided this if her actions were different?
I wouldn't
Because they
mind
can
a-
go as far back as like look at the body cam footage in terms of why they separated. Should they have separated at that moment? Probably not. And this could have led to these events.
I think a deposition would be interesting, like her in court for a wrongful death suit.
no,
Yeah.
okay. And
I think
then-
that would be an interesting. That would be an interesting.
because do we know
episode.
who she murdered? Like, was this person like a normal person?
was
Did they
just
have a
she
taught-
family?
Yeah,
at the moment, it was the person that got infected on the job.
Yeah, but
Yeah, a
were they like
working
a
crew.
janitor, working crew member?
Yeah, working crew member.
And I'm assuming they have a family.
cleanup crew. They have a family.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I didn't even get his name.
Yeah, so that
like,
could
what was his name? And then they what was it? Tim tells her the very end, like his name was blah 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 blah. And then she kind of breaks down because she's like, I took a man's life.
Oh yeah,
you
it took a
know,
man's life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was.
But that's where that suit can come in because the family can be like, well, why aren't cops supposed to serve and protect? And like what? Like,
that's why
yeah.
I think that would be an interesting episode.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
They'll
Yeah.
do that, and that's probably what they'll say.
I don't know why people are because people have been saying, oh, Nathan Fillion's leaving.
Why?
And I don't know.
So the rookie's
like,
leaving.
Yeah, like they were like, oh yeah, he's gonna be leaving after this season. Him, Gray, and
Why?
another person. Apparently, that's just the rumor that's online right now.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
that
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense. So the
like
rookie,
three of the main characters are
what
all
the show,
leaving.
the person who started the show is leaving the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's
then
gonna leave the show. His meal ticket.
because people were saying, oh, Nathan Fillion's talks about retiring.
Then he ends the show.
Yeah, and then they were like, yeah,
He takes the show
there is-
with him.
There is no season 9 where Nolan's like, I'm retiring, and like we go, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna follow
yeah, we're
everybody
just gonna
else.
keep going without Nolan. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, like that's the whole point. But also because people have also said that the show has evolved, and some people don't like the way that it's evolved. But just because it's no longer about the oldest rookie.
Well, that's why I will watch a show that has Lopez and Nyla in it, of just them as detectives. I will watch that. I will watch a
And
weekly.
make the rookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will watch a show of just Bradford being watch commander as well too, dealing with the drama of that.
Bradford.
Yeah,
But my biggest thing is that I think for this show, I can totally see maybe Nolan leaving for a bit. Like because people are saying, oh well, because he's so involved in DC now, and because of they're not also this Sunday. By the time this comes out, we would know what it is. There's an announcement for Firefly.
oh yeah, he's grabbing everyone together
The
for some
announcement for
sort of big
Firefly.
some sort of big announcement.
So
Was that the little tease he did on Instagram?
he's done it with every cast member.
Every cast member that's alive.
No, even.
He can't do Ryan Glassman.
Oh well, yeah.
He's like,
I thought you meant in the show.
no, I
Is-
meant
is-
alive in
Is
real
no,
life.
is oh my God, what's his name?
I mean, they could. I mean, we have
Is
we have
Nathan
AI.
Fillion married?
Like, hey.
Or is he in a relationship?
Who?
He's in a
Nathan Fillion.
relationship.
He's in a relationship. He's dating
man's
Cynthia
Crazy, though.
from Malcolm in the Middle.
Really?
The girl that played Cynthia.
Okay.
Yeah, they're dating.
Yeah, because he's busy. Like, I don't know where that man has free time.
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah, he's always. I think he's gone close to a. Yep, he's gone close to a marriage.
Is this the girl that Malcolm was
Yeah.
interested in?
Yeah, the Krellboy girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's 30.
Yep.
Wow.
She's 30 and Nathan is
She's
50?
37. He's 54.
Yep.
sure. I guess. I don't know.
Hey,
I
man.
mean, hey, Nathan Fillion's a funny guy. I totally respect it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I see it.
In this day and age, I don't know, dude. Under the pressure, no.
She's not 16. She's not 17. Let's not ask a whole lot of questions. They started dating when she was 30. She's an adult. She's an adult. She
Okay.
can make,
She was a
she
full-fledged-
can make her decisions.
We will leave it at that.
Yeah.
Before this. The clippable show. Remember,
See?
we
Yeah.
clip
Yeah.
things now.
Look, they look happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. Good for them.
She's laughing every night.
Speaking of which, speaking of Malcolm in the Middle, how'd you guys like?
The trailer's so good.
Dude, that was a good trailer. I loved that trailer, dude.
That was a good trailer. I was excited, and now I'm
Dude.
super excited.
It's so
Honestly,
good.
I love it.
It's like they never left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love that they're bringing back things.
I like their way they're treating Dewey. Like, okay, he's like Skype calling. We're gonna start with Skype calling him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
he's
okay.
gonna be showing up. though.
Hal
Yeah,
is
he's gonna
funny
show up.
because he's just depressed.
Yes, it just makes sense.
No,
it
so-
just makes more
so
sense.
From what it sounds like, they didn't even know that Malcolm had a kid.
No,
It sounds like
that's
it
what
sounds.
we
It
knew.
sounds like
Yeah.
it sounds like Malcolm doesn't. No,
No.
but it sounds like they didn't know
like
Malcolm
how-
was dating. They
I
didn't
like
know
how his
Malcolm had a
girlfriend's
kid.
Like, you have brothers? Like,
That wasn't his. That was his
Malcolm hit
daughter.
his entire
No, oh,
but
wait.
but him and the
Yeah.
girl, they're not together, right?
No,
he's
that's his
date-
girlfriend.
Yeah, it's his girlfriend. He has a new girlfriend.
So
And-
the daughter's through a different,
yes,
Through a
Woman.
different relationship.
and that one didn't work.
That
Yeah.
one, we don't know what happened in that
of
relationship.
course it wouldn't work. This is Malcolm we're
Yeah.
talking about. It's like
But it
he
looks
would-
like
he would find a way to
honestly,
ruin it.
no, you know what? I don't think he ruined it because it sounds like he has full custody. So it sounds.
well, that's true. But
So I think it's a lot easier instead of giving like,
or maybe he was dating a crazy girl.
or she died. She passed
Yeah.
in
Like
childbirth.
How I Met Your
and-
Mother did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she passed. No, but not even How I Met Your Mother. You can just say that she passed in childbirth. That's it.
Mm.
There's no like, oh yeah, I knew somebody or blah 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 blah. You can just say, and then it's like a little like trauma bubble, where it's like I don't.
And they
wanna,
can bring the sentimental moment with that. It's like I chose not to say anything
Oh,
because
yeah.
I knew you guys wouldn't help me out with this, especially with how my childhood was.
Yeah,
like this
I'm
was
gonna
hard
get-
for me.
You got
I'm
how-
gonna
you got how-
teary-eyed on the brother moments. I'm
Oh
gonna get
yeah,
teary-eyed.
yeah.
When those like slow but like emotional brother, like when Reese being like admitting that he loves his brothers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Mhm.
and with
Or Francis and
yeah,
stuff like that.
I think I'm really interested in though is I'm super excited for just the interactions with the entire family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we also haven't seen Nikki yet. We don't know how Nikki's going to respond. We also know that Francis has a kid.
Yeah.
There's a
what's
fourth
his?
brother too, because that's how the series ends, right?
There's a fifth. We don't know what it
There's a
is.
sixth brother. There's already four.
There's
of them.
already four.
There's
Yeah.
6 or 5th.
Six.
It
It
would
ends with a potential
Six.
pregnancy. Sixth pregnancy.
But they were saying it's a daughter.
No, I think the whole point is that they've only had boys the whole time, because it
we'll
only
see.
makes sense that what's her name, the mom,
Lois?
Lois, is madly in love with Malcolm's daughter because that's the first girl in the family. I like that
makes sense.
scenario. Yeah,
That's a good
I
scenario.
thought it was only 5 though because she
Nikki.
gave birth to
so
4.
Francis,
Yes.
we have Reese,
Yes.
Malcolm, Dewey. Then we got Nikki. And then the
Oh,
show
that's right,
ends with
the
a potential sixth pregnancy.
Because
That's
remember,
right.
it's Dewey and Nikki who live
Yeah.
at the house now because Reese and Malcolm both
I feel
moved
like
out.
I feel like the fifth kid was named Jamie. Was it Jamie?
No, Jamie was
Oh.
Because they
Francis'
went
kid,
with
right?
the
No, you're right,
Jamie,
it is Jamie.
because when they
I'm
went with the whole gag of like, is it a boy or a girl?
No.
We'll
you're-
know by the name, and they went
know-
with Jamie.
You know what? You know why I'm thinking Nikki?
Yeah.
That's it's Fresh Bel-Air.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Nikki is from
Yeah.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
My
There's
bad.
a lot of good TV
That's
out
why I was
there.
like Nikki, but I'm like, it sounded right, but I was like,
No,
I feel like they said a different name.
That's
I was
you're
like,
right. It is Jamie.
Yeah,
it's
It's
Jamie.
Jamie.
because they were trying to do a gender neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they weren't sure if whether or not it was going to be a girl or a boy. They were still writing it.
So I want to transition over to the actual topics that we wanted to talk about today, because we wanted to talk about Ted and we wanted to talk about One Piece, because
Yes.
you went through the series like crazy. You just started watching Ted. I've only seen like half of both, so we can talk about that. I want to start with Ted
let's get
before
to
we
Ted.
before Renee shuts down with One Piece.
I know I will.
Yeah,
One Piece is good, dude.
it is good, but I can understand how it's not your show.
I was telling him I think him and Mandy would really like the live action
One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah,
I think
because
they would enjoy.
Well, we'll get there. Let's talk about Ted because he's already getting glass-eyed. He's just like, yeah.
So
anime,
I was
weebs.
like the gum.
So
Gum sleepy
Gum means dumb.
So Ted got a season 2.
Yeah.
We should have talked about it last week because it released like at this point 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
all the episodes are up, right?
All the episodes it was a full dump. It's honestly there's nothing bad I could say about the show. I feel like it's a bump up from the first season.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first 4.
I've seen certain clips that made me want to start watching the show.
Did you guys get to when Ted's having an affair?
I got to the second episode, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the.
Yeah.
I think it's the second episode
Yeah.
where Ted's having an affair
With
and then-
the lawyer.
with the lawyer's wife,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, I think it's so funny when he goes over and then he thinks that it's their dad.
Yeah, because they take the dad's car
take
to
the dad's
borrow
car.
to drive
Oh,
over
To
that's
there.
drive over,
right,
and then,
yeah.
and then he goes over and he's just like, I want to.
Memorizes
He goes, I want to watch you have sex. And then all of a sudden he goes like,
But what's even greater is that
I'm willing to give you $5,000.
the wife is having, wants to help spice up their marriage,
Yeah.
spice up the bedroom because he's being a little impotent apparently.
Yeah.
And she even says like, well, I don't know if he would allow someone to watch unless it was a Republican. And then just like setting up that little piece of dialogue.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching it happen and just like, I want to see what you do to pleasure your wife. And I'm like, no way. I go, they're going to do it because he's going to ask her. She's like, and she does it. I'm so happy you asked me. Of course.
And then he just
What
goes,
really?
and
Freaking
I just
kidding
thought
me.
I love the
and she's just like,
and then he rolls
Mandy
over
was
and he goes
dying.
and then he rolls over and he goes and that's how you do it. And then he goes like
a
that's
three
it.
pump. It was like a 3 pump.
It wasn't. It was 2 pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he goes like, "That's it." And he goes, "Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how my dad taught me how to
She
do
goes,
it."
oh, you're such an animal. I'm like,
And then he goes,
Jesus.
yeah, then he's like, then he just goes like, "Oh, well, now I'm more confused." I was like,
so great.
perfect. So good.
Mandy was dying with the wife going like,
Because she had such a good high pitch.
It was so good. She sold it
They're-
so
they're-
well.
They're all. You guys haven't gotten to her going to jail yet. And I'm
No,
No.
but
I
I saw
can't
the
wait.
clip of when they find out it was because of Ted and Johnny. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that scene, dude.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, don't you run away!" He grabs Ted, throws him at Johnny. He's just like,
He goes, "Oh no!"
He goes, "Wait, what's going on?" He goes, "Like they got Susan arrested." What? And it's like grabs Ted, starts hitting it over and over. Oh God! He's like,
Or I love that episode too, where he runs out and it actually does show how Ted has sex.
yes.
Where he's like, "Oh, what is that?" He goes, "It's a pill. It's a pink dildo. Drive."
Yeah.
Purple tilde.
Oh yeah, 'cause
So-
he has a strap on. Right?
Yeah.
So Andy pointed something out that Seth MacFarlane used to do in the old Family Guy seasons, which is, and I'm like, yeah, that's why these old episodes were funny.
They feel better.
It's that Seth MacFarlane knows how to run a scene.
Yeah.
Like he lets a scene play out.
He lets
And
it stew.
He lets it stew because, and the part that she laughed was when Ted is coming home from his first affair.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like it's this walk of shame. And so Andy's like, you could have just ended the scene with the neighbor calling him a whore.
No.
But no, it's he continues to walk up the steps until he gets to the door. And it's like that's what makes it funny. So I told Andy, I'm like, the scene that it reminds me of is, I don't know if you remember this episode of Family Guy where Chris can't find a date. It's like in season 3 or 4. And so he's like, I bought you a bullfrog so that way you can keep it as a pet. Oh, it's dead. And so he chucks it out the window. And for like 2 minutes, he's trying to throw the frog out the window.
It's like it follows this random
Yes.
storyline, and you're like, "What is this?" have
It
to
just
do with-"
plays out. And I'm like, that's what makes it funny.
I think that's what's great about it is just that he knows how to be like, okay, if we keep going, it could get funnier and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think one of the funnier things too was just like finding out that in one of his episodes of Family Guy, he actually does a rendition of What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but told in the story of characters of squirrels.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
tells
yeah.
like a 5-minute synopsis of the film.
Yep.
But my Hayden, friend of the show, Hayden, he didn't know What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and so it was so funny that I'm watching this episode of Family Guy with him, and I'm just like, dude, this is a movie. He goes, what? And I'm like, yeah, dude, this is a movie. He goes, "This is a movie with Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio plays a mentally handicapped kid." And he's all like, "Shut up!" And I'm like, "Dude, this is a verbatim." I'm like, "I go to YouTube, go to the mom dying scene on YouTube." And he's like, "That's a," and we're watching it. He's like, and we're playing at the same time. He goes, "It's a shot by shot thing," and he's just like, "Shut up!" And I'm like, "Dude, there's no funny thing. It's funny that it's just he's doing it. That's the thing. He's just letting it.
He's letting intrusive thoughts play out, and it's so good. My favorite.
You guys haven't gotten to the Bill Clinton episode, huh?
No,
I thought I was going to in the second episode because I thought like, I thought Bill was like using a different alias and stuff like that.
No. This one is.
I saw the clip of him yelling at the dad.
Yes,
Yeah,
the parent. It's all about the parents need to get a job to pay for things around for Johnny's college.
Yeah,
and then what was it? So they're like, okay, well, where can we get a job at? So they end up working at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, that's right.
And then while they're working at Dunkin' Donuts, they're like, oh, Bill Clinton's coming in, and then his dad's like, oh, I can't wait to just like spit in his face.
Oh yeah, because
I'm gonna tell him like he's a loser and everything like that, and then and everything. And it's one of the funniest things because Bill Clinton looks like Bill Clinton, but it's Seth MacFarlane.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Seth
God. You shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, he's doing you could tell it's Seth MacFarlane doing a impression.
That's the Bill Clinton that they used. So they used AI.
That's Seth MacFarlane. Oh.
They used AI and makeup to make him look a lot more like Bill Clinton to change his face.
So everyone's gonna say that their favorite episode in the first half of the season is the D&D episode. Mm-hmm. My favorite episode of Ted season 2 is the episode where Blair
is pregnant.
No,
that's mine.
Okay, so I'm not there yet. But where Blair breaks up with her girlfriend, and there's that subplot that becomes the main plot where the mom and dad have no romance. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cute, and it felt like a super long episode. It was only 36 minutes because it was told so well. Mm-hmm. But what got me is what's the dad's name again? I forget his name. Anyway, so he opens up after watching chick flicks, and
this is what chick flicks are.
And I'm like,
Maddie,
yeah. And I'm like, relatable because 500 Days of Summer does that to me.
What? Emotional?
Like like you feel things.
Yeah, you feel things, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I understand it.
I mean, because what are they watching? They're watching Pretty Woman.
They're watching.
She
was the pretty woman.
She was the pretty woman. She's not just a really expensive prostitute. He's like, are these what chick flicks are? Yeah, Maddie, you feel. That's the whole point.
I thought it was funny in the second episode when the dad is looking at the sewage line in the fancy house.
That's all he could freaking talk about.
That's all he's talking about. He's like, oh look, their sewage line doesn't mix with the town sewage line. Well, I'll show them. They both look back like, what does he mean by I'll show them? I don't know, but there seems to be a lot of problems going on with that man. Like,
that's like the thing that like he gets stuck on for the whole episode.
Yeah.
He comes back.
It's such a line of like, well, I'll show them, and then just them pointing it out like, what does he mean by I'll show them?
It's
like,
just funny because when he comes to the house, he thinks it's about the sewage line, and he's still like, on it. Dude, I'm like, move on.
Yeah, your wife thought I could go in through the back. You know?
I can't wait until you
guys a lot of work.
I can't wait until you guys get to the one where Susan's in jail, and then like, what was it?
Anything that has to do with like protecting Susan. Don't mess with Susan. I love those episodes.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny though because Susan's in jail and she doesn't want to. She's only getting 10 days in county.
Yeah,
and they're like, so they have to now survive. Mm-hmm. And then what was it? And like Maddie is like, all right, fine. John and Ted, you guys have to do everything that Susan does. That's your punishment. And then you hear Blair go, isn't that just Susan's life? And he goes, yeah, that's their punishment.
I think my favorite line is in the trailer when Ted's like, I get house kept.
I just kept house. The other one is like, oh, did you morons go to the market to go get groceries? And they're like, no. And he goes, fine, I'll do it. And then he goes to the thing and he's like, oh, where's the dinner aisle? This box has a picture of what I want. How do I get it? Or what was it? They're cleaning their room. And you see Ted.
Oh, yes. I see that one.
When Ted picks up like a sock and he's just like, Maddie, what is this? I mean, and he goes like, Johnny, what is this? And it's just a sock that's just like all
stiff.
It's just stiff. And he goes, do you? Yes, I do make love to that sock. And he's just.
Well, in a couple of it gets washed like that before it becomes that way.
Before it comes that way, and then you just see him, and he goes. and it shatters like porcelain.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, we should change the sheets. And then they grab the sheets and then
It's a board.
it's just a board and then it falls on the ground and he goes, you need other friends.
I think one of the funnier things I saw in one of the early episodes was when they were talking about how what's his name? Johnny?
Johnny?
Is it Johnny? And how he has his sexy fantasies. And
he always just goes off and
he
masturbates.
goes home to masturbate.
He's like, yeah, that's so hot.
So
He's
even
like,
in your dreams,
Yeah.
you go home and masturbate.
Yeah.
yeah, and he's
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
he goes, yeah, I'd never condom. What?
It's your dreams.
Yeah, but I didn't want to ruin her modeling career with pregnancy
The
scare.
pregnancy. So it doesn't matter. It's your dream. It's,
It's your
fantasy.
dream. It's your
Yeah.
fantasy. Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to ruin it.
I think
I was
Wait,
like,
didn't you have a
what?
sex dream about her, about taking her to the airport? Yeah, she, just making sure that she makes her flight.
I feel like you're getting taken advantage of.
what got me in the first season was when Johnny kept bringing up emotional trauma for
Yeah.
every story,
Yeah.
like how he lost his kid or something. It was in that episode.
That's
where
always
he, like,
John.
that's
Johnny's
always
like,
Johnny's always
Johnny
bringing up
always
trauma.
goes, he always goes deep into the lore.
Yeah.
Have you
Or
gotten to the play yet?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Not
dude,
yet,
that's
not
so
yet.
funny.
I think one of my favorite episodes. Go ahead.
He breaks down acting.
Mm.
He goes, acting is either yelling, crying, or what was it? Or just saying things really loud. So I chose to just do one of those things.
And it's just cries.
And it works. So it's like, because like they're having like this acting thing, and then what was it? It's like it's the girl that he really fancies, and like some other dude, and then it's like, oh, I like your shirt, and then they keep going back and forth. Then they're like, well, why don't we have Ted and John do it? And then he goes, I like your shirt, I like your shirt, I like your shirt, I hate your shirt.
Oh,
He goes,
yeah,
and
I
then
like that,
and then
yeah.
they just devolves into John and Ted beating the hell out of each other. and then even the girl's like, should you step in? And he goes, wait, let the scene play out. Or what was it? In that episode too, they're like, man, there's gonna be so many people. Blair, can you give us an edible to like get us through? And she goes, yeah, take this edible. I took one an hour ago. I'm fine. Go ahead and take it. And then all of a sudden, like she calls them up and she goes, don't take it. I'm in hell. Don't take it. And then they're like, what do you mean? We already had it. She's like, I'm so sorry. I have to murder myself. I'll see you later. And then she hangs up the phone and she's like, oh no. Great. It's a great episode.
What's your favorite episode?
Favorite episode of season 1 is when they try to what is it? They don't they like talk to a bully as like their dad?
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
the first
that's
episode.
first season.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
season. I like that episode of the first season because they get so into it.
Yeah.
They get so into the lore, their own lore.
Their
as well,
own lore
too.
of it, yeah.
It's just like so funny. And then they get into like raising the kid. Go as far as like, okay, we'll have visitations and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, what the hell?
What grade did he get? He got a C+.
I'm looking forward to when you guys get to when they start making their own news. Maddie has a heart attack.
Okay, we're gonna leave it there. I don't want it. No spoilers.
It's a really great episode because it has to do with Maddie and the OJ trial.
Oh, okay.
And so they have to make up fake news for an entire week. And it's so funny because it goes from, we have to make one newspaper to we have to make a newspaper. We have to make the news. We have to,
They have the freaking-
we have to do a radio segment.
That's
Like,
Maddie?
yeah, because they're like, because he already had a heart attack and then they find out that OJ was found innocent. They were like, if he finds out that OJ is innocent, he's gonna have another heart attack and die. And then Ted goes, another victim of OJ. He would be OJ's third victim.
So before we end this conversation on Ted, Seth MacFarlane did say that a season 3 is probably not going to happen, which is a shame because apparently this has a high production cost for a TV show.
Well, I would imagine for Ted because it's the CGI for it.
Yeah, but
At the end, it does have Patrick Stewart, and then they basically just have a synopsis of Ted 1 and 2. He goes like, oh yeah, Johnny eventually meets a girl. She's really pretty. Ted moves out. Then then Johnny dumps that girl. Then he gets with another girl. You know what? I'm explaining too much. There's 2 whole movies about it. You should watch them.
there you go. Yeah.
All right.
And the ending is literally just go watch Ted 1 and 2.
So basically, it's like an ending, but if flavors a potential season 3, you can do another season if you want to. Yeah.
You could do one more.
I honestly, I'd be into a now that you have an established lore and world, I wouldn't mind a Ted movie 3.
No, and
I
that's
wouldn't mind
if
a third movie.
if it's interesting because like the way that Seth MacFarlane has said is that in order for a season 3 to happen, he really needs to pitch it to Peacock in a way that makes it like we need this amount of money to make it work, and that's understandable. I think if enough people watch the season, they can probably have that as like the background, like the fluff to make it believable.
Yeah.
But he really needs to bring his like, if this was an S tier show, he needs to make it like S plus.
I do think it's really funny that he actually makes fun of himself, where he actually goes like, the first one's pretty good. The second one is good for like the first half. Then I kind of fall asleep halfway through. And I was like, oh man.
For Ted 2?
For Ted 2, he's just like, yeah, then it kind of drones on in the second half of the movie. It's not as good as the first, but it's still there.
I thought Ted 2 is pretty good.
It's not bad.
No, it's not
It's
bad.
not terrible, but
No.
It has some jokes.
yeah, it has some pretty solid.
I
jokes.
would find it interesting if Peacock goes and says like, instead of a Ted season 3, we'll give you enough money to do a Ted 3, and then kind of continue that story.
Continue
on
the
from there.
movies.
But then would you have Mark Wahlberg come back?
Yeah.
You do it. You could do it where you have the family come back, not the same actors, but you could cast the family. And
I
just
would
try to do that.
I wouldn't. I think if you
I would love
were,
to see how the family is now, if everyone's still around.
I think it would be hilarious if the third movie is make it a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
I mean, make it a Christmas movie.
Like Christmas
Make
special.
Ted 3 a Christmas movie where Johnny and Ted have to go back to his parents' house.
And it's the same actors.
And it's the same actors. You just age them up with makeup and everything like that.
And then you bring back Kid Johnny, but as like a dream.
Yeah, and then you bring him back as like, which I remember when I did blah blah blah, and then you can still show him
Yeah.
and everything else. And then that's your way. That's your way going in.
Your connection.
Yeah, and then that way you can then have all the characters that you already fell in love with from the Ted TV show, but you're putting them into the movie with Mark Wahlberg in them.
Susan and Maddie acting like that with Mark Wahlberg
Would be hilarious.
Hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I forget. Is he still dating Mila Kunis' character in Ted 2?
No,
No.
they got divorced.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
He got divorced, and then she had left him, and then he ends up getting with what was it called? Oh my god.
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, Amanda Seyfried, but I forget what her name is in the thing.
Oh, it's isn't it Sam
Jackson.
Samuel Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, Samantha Jackson.
Samantha Jackson.
Yeah, it's Samantha
And
Jackson.
they play on the whole Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
Have you
because
ever
her
watched any movie?
Yeah,
who's
she's
that?
like she's like Samantha L. Jackson. She goes, "Your name is Sam M. L. Jackson?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Why? Have you seen any movie? You just seen a movie?" And you know what? I think that would be fun too. Bring her back too,
Yeah.
and like they give. You know what? I think that would be really awesome. Johnny just had a kid.
Yeah.
Give Johnny a kid,
Okay.
and Ted also has, and Ted's kid is older
Yeah.
because Ted was trying to adopt a kid in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And just like age everybody up, you can bring back Ted's girlfriend, Ted's wife, and you have this like just terrible Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And it's a Christmas movie. I think that'd be hilarious. I think that'd be a
fun.
great movie.
I can see that
I
happening.
agree.
Yeah.
Pitch that, Seth.
You're welcome.
I
Camera's
got
over there
the
by
pitch. I got your pitch. I got your pitch. It's a beautiful one.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to One Piece. You can shut. You can
Okay,
shut.
I'm
eye
gonna
now.
go-
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
One Piece is good.
I
Okay,
love it.
let me take my weeb hating hat off for a second and actually, let me be one of your own people. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna transition.
Okay.
I watch anime. I'm actually watching MF Ghost, by the way, so I'm into I'm into that world again. So One Piece live action is the reason why I got interested in One Piece. I think
the
I'm like
first place,
it's
yeah.
in the first place. I'm about 100 episodes in,
Uh-huh.
because I just passed the episode where they're with the giants and stuff
Really
like that.
pebble in the well.
Basically, yeah, just like barely a dent, barely a dent.
Pebble in the well, man.
But watching season 1, I really liked it, and I think I made this comment before. I'm like,
Yes.
One Piece is a very interesting show in the sense that there's not a lot of negativity coming from the protagonist. He's a very wholesome, loving dude who's very positive. In the first couple of episodes, nothing bad really happens to him. He always has a positive outlook. The live action showcased that. What I will say about season 2, because I've only seen the first 3 episodes of season 2,
Right.
which is what I've seen in the anime so far. The writing that is done to tell the story of One Piece in season 2, it's not master class, but you have to give them immense props for trying to condense 10 to 15 episodes into an hour-long episode.
Yeah, the some of these arcs that they were able to condense were probably like maybe 3 to 4 episodes.
No, Logtown is like a full like 8 or
about,
10.
It's about 10 episodes for
Yeah.
Logtown. And they condensed it all the way down to an episode,
An hour.
which is great.
And continue that story on to move into where they go into the Grand Line.
Yeah, and I what I really enjoyed about that is that because I was telling you beforehand, they're getting future stuff that Oda had retconned in the show, where he was like, this character was there. We just didn't see him because he wasn't a main character.
He wasn't relevant.
He wasn't relevant at that point. He was there. Now he's relevant because he's here. And I'm talking about Artabeo and everything. He's a character that later on becomes very not important to the Straw Hats. He basically becomes a Straw Hat fanboy. He becomes like a hardcore Straw Hat fanboy.
Yeah.
But I really like that because he says, "Oh, I was in Logtown when you fought Smoker. Like I was there for your execution. You didn't see him in the anime, but he says he was there." And then they show you a flashback of going like he's in the crowd going like, "Oh," and they just edited him in.
Yeah.
I like that.
In the live action, he's a pickpocket in training.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
he's a pickpocket, but also even Oda says too, he was bigger as like he was a mob boss in Logtown. He was like in charge of all the crime, and he was kind of a, he's a scallywag. And then after he meets the Straw Hats, that convinces him to go out to sea, and then that's how he becomes who he is.
Yeah.
Let me look him up. But yeah, so it's what was it? So he's a really
So while you type that, I wrote a couple notes about it because I feel like One Piece does a lot of things right that I feel like a lot of live action shows that pull from anime, they don't do it successfully. So one of them is that it moves the plot forward without forgetting to keep the anime charm that makes it an anime. So like we've talked about this, especially with like comic book movies. Sometimes you have these movies not embrace the wackiness and the colorful aspects of like a costume. And we're seeing it a lot more present now in certain comic book movies, right? Like Superman, he's wearing the underwear in the new one. One Piece is doing the same thing. Like some of the like clothing that these characters are wearing don't make any sense, but it makes it charmful. Like how is a pirate wearing blue hair? Like why are we seeing a pirate with blue hair? It doesn't make any sense when you have like most pirate media, right, that's out there where they're dirty and gross and torn clothing. No, these guys are wearing like t-shirts with logos and stuff like that. They've got colored hair. Yeah, and it's interesting. It's not losing that One Piece charm. It's not trying to be something different. It understands that it's trying to be One Piece. Or
so this is Artabeo in the comics. I mean inside of
the anime. And he looks like that as well.
He does.
He's got
look
the
like
pointy
that.
teeth.
He has
and he's
the
got the
pointy
green
teeth,
hair.
He has everything else. I'm trying to look up his ship because his ship is hilarious. Because it literally just looks like Luffy. It's just a giant ship with Luffy all over it, and you're like, dude, what is this? What is this?
Oh, is that
like?
it on the left side?
I'm trying to see if I could find it. I'll look for it, but there it is. The Barto Club.
That's funny.
It's the Going Merry,
And it has the actual, and it has the orange trees in the back.
Yeah.
That's funny. Wow.
This is and like it has like Chopper.
But see, it doesn't lose this charm, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it good.
And that's the thing, though, is that he becomes like this hardcore Luffy fanboy that Luffy has no idea exists. And basically, like, he's been out there just going like, oh, I'm claiming these towns for the Straw Hats. And Luffy has no idea he's been doing this. And it's like, oh, yeah, I've been building your empire.
But what's interesting is now you telling me this in that episode where he's in Logtown, he has these emotional moments with him.
With Luffy.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, like you can see that he's being inspired by him, where he's like a crook and, trying to just take any advice possible to become the best mob boss possible in Logtown. Like, Luffy impacts him in a way that by the end of that episode, when he sees him survive the lightning strike, he goes like, he's like a changed person.
Yes.
So it'll explain, if he does come back, why he's doing this, how he could become that super fan for Luffy.
Yes.
Right? The other thing I wanted to talk about when it came to the characters is that they're all explosive, but they're not overwhelming. So like I do have to agree with you and Sean how you guys were talking about how like Usopp and like Sanji could be a little too much in the anime. They're more tamed. Like
They are.
Sanji, for example, is like all he thinks about is women. Like the moment he sees a woman,
Yes,
he's on it. Like
he looks good.
he looks good. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, not and it's keeping the charm, but it's not over exaggerated like stupid.
Yeah, I enjoy it too because I can't wait until he gets his devil fruit, which is gonna be great. I'm super excited for it. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they brought him in. They also brought Sabo in at the very end of that episode, which I'm super excited about. That's gonna be great. So you know the character. So you know the person that saves Luffy.
Yes.
That's Dragon.
Okay.
That's Luffy's dad.
We don't get that in the anime in that episode.
You do. Dragon does save Luffy from
But he's a spirit.
Smoker. No, he's not.
In the anime?
In the anime, it is Dragon. Dragon saves him from Smoker in Logtown.
I'm trying to remember that episode.
Dragon saves him, and then in the anime, it shows like a shadowy figure that's talking to Dragon at the very end because he basically says like, and he basically says the same thing. So you're becoming you're becoming a pirate. That's fine with me. And you see like the shadowy figure. You find out later that the shadowy figure is Luffy's other brother because he has two brothers. He has Sabo and he has Ace. Sabo is one of the brothers that they thought was dead that Dragon saved, that he then brought him into becoming a revolutionary.
I see.
And so they they confirmed inside of the show Sabo is with Dragon, and because Sabo is his second in command.
Yeah.
So in the show they were like, oh yeah, like Sabo's
Ace
Sabo's
is
here.
supposed to be in this season as well.
Ace is not in this season, which I thought was interesting.
So they just casted
him, and he's in season 3.
So that's right, because they confirmed season 3.
Yes, because they're halfway through season 3 already.
Production wise.
Yes.
Which is crazy. Because season 2
they're hammering the show out.
Well, they have to, because you know who I could tell grew up? The pink-haired Marine boy.
Oh yeah.
He had puberty.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
He was older, but like
you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell that he aged up.
Yeah. Cody.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Cody. Yeah. He definitely looks like his balls dropped. He definitely his voice got a little deeper. Everything else, but I'm actually interested too because Kobe is a great character. Also, because this is who he becomes. Like Kobe becomes like this awesome like captain, like later on in the show where like this is his evolution of like who Kobe is. And so I'm excited to kind of seeing, oh yeah, like this is like, you're going to see this eventually happen.
But that's the thing about this, the show, whoever's show running this, like understands how to convert anime into live action.
Yes. And they're doing a great job.
And they are, because like going back to the point of like Usopp and Sanji is very overwhelming in the anime because he's a ladies man. And when he has his kick-ass, maybe ladies man's the wrong way of saying
he's more of a horn dog.
He's a horn dog. There you go. But he does have his kick-ass moments. It just doesn't. It's not.
Sometimes it doesn't translate.
It doesn't translate. And Usopp is way too much of like a crybaby at times. But in the live action, he's able to kind of like they're able to shine their true characteristics.
Yes.
Like Usopp is an egotistical like gaslighter when it comes to adventures. Like, oh yes, I'm the captain of the Straw Hats and yada yada yada.
That happens all the way until you get to Water 7.
Okay, so with that said, there's an emotional moment when they're in Logtown where Nami basically like, because he's been trying to tell her like, you want to be this great navigator and make your own maps. Buy this map that's reminding you of like the one that you had as a child. And Nami basically says like, you should do something for yourself. Give the person you want a call before we reach the Grand Line. So he does so. And there's a reason why he's telling those stories and why he tells it a certain way. He's a storyteller at the end. So it's not the fact that he's egotistical. It's just that this is a character with emotions behind him.
But eventually, even in the anime, that the whole like him calling himself like Captain, Captain Usopp and everything like that, that eventually stops. Especially after Water 7 when they're trying to fix the Mary, because the Mary eventually it can't sail anymore, and that's when they get the Sunny. That's when they get Frankie and everything else is their shipwright. Luffy is like, we should get a new ship. Like, that's just what we have to do. We have to get a new ship. And then Usopp doesn't want to get a new ship because, and they're already showing it too, of Usopp put the Mary back together with his own like sweat and blood,
Yeah.
and tape and everything else, because the Mary they trash the Mary. Like getting to the Grand Line, they used the Mary poorly. Where
Yeah.
like things are just broken all over it.
But
it's
see,
leaking.
it takes you hundreds of episodes to get to that point in
Yes.
the anime, where in the show, there's already an attachment to the Going Merry through
Yes.
Usopp, because you understand that the Going Merry was given to him by the woman that he ended up, like, I guess.
Basically the person he loves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's a sentimental attachment to
Yes.
the ship. And that makes sense. It works. It really does.
Because even the actor who's playing Usopp, they were like, "What is a scene that you're looking forward to getting to?" And he goes, "I'm looking forward to getting to Usopp versus Luffy fight." There is a fight between Usopp and Luffy where they both go at it, and Zoro won't let Usopp back on the ship.
I see.
Where Luffy is like, "It's okay, even though he attacked me, like we could still have him on the ship." And then like Zoro is like, "I will leave. Because if you don't get respect from your crewmates, you're not a captain."
So to hit on that point, the show does a really good job at canceling the filler and basically enhancing the main storyline.
Yes.
So,
But also translating iconic scenes.
yes,
Like the scene where Zoro is getting his swords.
yes,
That is an iconic scene.
that's a full episode, and it literally was done in like 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. Like this. So essentially, the scene is that Zoro gets a new sword.
Gets 2 new
He
swords.
gets 2 new swords, but one of the swords is cursed, and everybody who uses the sword dies or gets terribly injured. And so in the anime and also in the show, basically Zoro goes, "Well, let's test it out." He sticks his arm out and he goes, "Let's see what's stronger, my resolve or the curse on the sword." And he gets the sword and he tosses it right above his arm, and then you see the sword coming down, and then it perfectly goes around his arm and lands. And then they were like, "Whoa!"
But that's an entire episode in the anime.
In the anime, it's a full episode in the anime of like, "Hey, I'm doing this," and I love the idea of they've already introduced Zoro has terrible navigation skills.
Yes.
Because like they even go like, Zoro, like one of the girls goes, "Are you lost?" And he goes, "No, I have great navigation skills. I know where I'm going." But in the anime, it's a funny thing of never let Zoro leave. Like,
Because he can't find his way
because
home.
he can't. He has 0 navigation skills. Like there was literally an episode where Zoro got on the wrong ship, and he just started sailing away. And they were like, "Where's Zoro?" And then like he just wakes up and he sees himself just like leaving the dock, and he's like, "I'm on the wrong ship."
It's interesting because before they hit the Grand Line, there's an episode where they hit the calm bell.
Yes.
That was scrapped.
Yeah.
That was scrapped. Literally, it's Nami talking to Usopp and going like, "We want to avoid this area because the calm belt is like there's no wind, the sea is dead. If you go there, you're stuck." And then they go, "Okay, but this is the way to the Grand Line." So like they skip that entire scene because it doesn't
It doesn't do anything.
And so you just immediately jump into the section where they're crossing the mountain to get to the Grand Line.
Yeah. And then you
And-
get to Laboom.
And then you get to Laboon, which is like 4 episodes ish of stuff that they completely missed.
3.
Three or
2
yeah,
or 3.
2 or 3, and then you get to the whale. And they want to just focus on that for a full episode, which is good.
It's great, but that's also what I was telling Bryan as well. Of like, they're doing a great job of bringing in future characters. Because like in the episode, you actually do see. So it's a whale that was brought to the Grand Line, and then the pirates that he came with are like musician pirates. And they love Laboon, and basically one of the guys tells him is, if you continue, there's going to be bigger monsters in the water. Like there's sea beasts. They'll eat him. Like they'll kill him without hesitation. Like if you take him any further than here, he's going to die. And they have to abandon Laboon in the middle of the night. Like they leave him. And they basically go like, "We'll be back." And like Laboon keeps smashing his head against the wall because he wants to go to his friends.
There's a nice little detail that's not shown in the anime because he has scars, right? But in the show, in the live action, as he smashes his head into the wall, he leaves because he gets sedated, and there's a trail of blood that gets left behind.
Yeah, they don't have
And
that
it's
in
a
the
cool,
show.
No,
Yeah,
and it's a
in the
cool
anime.
detail because it's like he's hurting himself, and they explain like he's hurting himself, and he could die.
One of these days he's going to kill himself.
Yeah, but it's like a cool little detail of like this whale's actually hurting himself
And
emotionally.
then they did it as they did in the anime where Luffy draws his Jolly Roger on Laboon.
Okay.
And he basically says if you keep hitting the wall, you're gonna rub it off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you rub it off, then you're no longer a member of our crew.
Mm-hmm.
So Laboon stops hitting it.
Okay.
But you also find out that later. So you don't find out until almost 200 episodes at that point.
Mm-hmm.
One of One of the crew members that Luffy ends up finding is one of the pirates that left Laboon, and they end up telling Brook about this whale that they met, and he goes, "Laboon is still there."
Yeah.
Is he an evil person?
Who? Brook?
Brook, yeah.
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
no. Brook is amazing. I love Brook. His what was it?
His ship is the one that looks like a submarine, right?
No, that's
No?
Law.
That's Law. Okay.
No. This is he's a Straw Hat. This is their musician.
Oh, okay.
This is the Straw Hat's musician.
Got it. Yeah. Which is such a it's if you don't know, you won't know, but
they did an awesome job.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. This is him with Laboon, and he's like, and eventually he'll become
The skeleton guy.
the skeleton. He'll become so he eats the the skeleton fruit, and basically he ends up dying. All of his skin rots away, and he just becomes just this living skeleton.
What's his power?
Soul manipulation. So he can take his soul off of himself, and he can wander and stuff. And he also has ice abilities.
Cool. And he can play music.
And he can also play music. And
Got it.
his favorite song is the one that they play in the show.
In that episode.
Yeah, and honestly, even the pirate, he looks amazing. Everything here looks pretty sick. It looks really good. They did an amazing job getting these
They know what they're doing.
Who looks kind of like what we were looking for. He did a great job.
I will tell you my favorite scene in so far that I've seen is in episode 3 where Zoro is basically fighting Mr. Nine, and he basically gets told what is one man gonna do against 100 of my henchmen, basically.
I'm gonna take every single one of them out.
And he basically does this because he needs to prove to himself that he's still capable of being the great swordsman that he wants to be. Because he's still haunted by Mihawk, the giant sword pirate, because he ends up losing that battle in season 1. And so he knows that this is his adversary. He needs to be better than that.
Also, after he loses to Mihawk, he tells Luffy, and he makes the promise of, "I will never lose a fight again."
Yeah. So
that is his promise to Luffy. He goes, "Is that acceptable to the king of the pirates? Of I will become the greatest swordsman that's ever lived.
Yeah.
And I will never lose a fight again." And honestly, he's never lost again.
No.
Since losing to Mihawk and after everything else, the last time he lost was to Kuma, which is another big character. But yeah, for the most part, he pretty much never loses.
So the scene is he's fighting 100 henchmen, and it's a solid maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of him actually just going through and just murking everyone, basically just going at it. And what's so funny, which is what we were talking about in the chat, he actually fights 100 people. At one point, I'm just I'm going to count just to see if this is true. He actually does. And it's an interesting detail because then you showed the clip of the guy, basically, the actor saying "Oh yeah, no, I made sure that I had to fight
to get 100
men
people on set.
It was 6 days of filming, and it was with a broken finger he did it.
Yeah, apparently as he was flipping as he was doing his moves, he broke his finger, so he was dealing with an injury, and he goes, then I had to fight 100 people, and I made sure that there was exactly 100 people.
For the fans.
Because he goes, I know that the fans are going to count. Because I put a number out, I know that there's going to be a bunch of fans that are going to go, are there actually 100 people on the screen?
But I will tell you, it's appreciated because it's if you want to put in that time to count, you can see it.
There's Easter eggs everywhere all over the show.
And I'm that's a pretty cool thing to see because in the stunt work for that scene, phenomenal. It's so good. There's a lot. Props to the stuntmen because they took a beating.
Yes.
There's one of my favorite things that he does is he basically slices one of the henchmen, slams his head on the table, and then drags his face across the table, the bar top, with glass all over it. And then his body basically flies into a wall. His back bends as he hits the pillar, and then he falls down. I'm dude, that probably hurt. For real, it probably hurt.
So that's what I was saying earlier. So with Laboon, Luffy does a dance. He does this little dance that he does right here where he gets his arms and he's doing this and everything like that, that's actually the dance that Nika does.
Which brings him into fifth gear.
Which brings him into fifth gear. So it's like a cool little thing. And then not only that, but also it's more foreshadowing. They actually had the Nika and Loki statues. So they actually showed the gods statues here, which is something that they didn't bring in the original because, you know, Oda didn't put it in because he didn't really flesh that out.
Yeah.
But now that they have it, they're like, oh yeah, like the giants they praise Nika.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of like, oh, okay, cool. Let's put these things in. So that way, like, we can flesh out the world because we already have this information. So let's use it.
Yeah.
So that's great. I love that that's like a thing that they're doing.
To go back on a point you said, the casting's phenomenal in the show. The actor that plays Luffy is so good. Yes. Very awkward, very loud, very energetic, but it's Luffy through and through.
Yes.
Because it's like you see Luffy in the anime and he's the same way. This live action version of him is the same way, but it's not obnoxious. It's very much like, it's very loving. It's very wholesome.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting because the actor was talking about it because he speaks Spanish naturally. He actually had to learn English for the show. Secondly, because he knew it was a Japanese anime and he was going to have to do Japanese press, he learned Japanese.
That is cool. Dedication.
So he is actually semi-fluent in both Japanese, English, and he's fully fluent in Spanish.
Dang, dude, this guy, he needs more work after this.
Yeah.
I think he's stuck on the show for like another 5-10 years, maybe.
Probably.
But the thing that he was saying, though, is he goes, it's actually really weird because I knew I was going to be playing Luffy and that's how I learned my English. He goes, my voice has changed. He goes, my voice is actually a lot deeper.
Yeah.
When he's speaking Spanish, it's more of like grizzled and everything else. Then when he does English, it's more Luffy.
So did he end up watching One Piece before being casted?
He said that he knew of One Piece,
but didn't know
because
he's a perfect version of Luffy.
Yeah, he's great. He's an amazing actor.
Even the actress that plays Nami.
Yes.
Like I love her version of it. Zoro's is interesting because it's not, because the voice actor who plays Zoro is the same guy that plays Vegeta
and Piccolo.
Yeah, so it's interesting to kind of see not the one-to-one translation there.
Yes,
but he's still good. He's got his vibe. Sanji is a good Sanji.
A little more French.
Yeah, and then Usopp, the actor who plays Usopp, again, like teamed and not obnoxious, which is really good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I thought it was really funny though. Have you gotten to when they get over the Grand Line and they're sailing through?
I'm already through Cactus Town.
Okay,
so they just left with the princess or the queen?
With Vivi.
Vivi, yeah.
With Vivi, the Princess of Alabasta.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So you know the scene where fans were getting excited because you know the scene where Nami says, "Wow, the weather here is unpredictable."
Yes.
She went through 3 of her costumes. In the anime, the pink bikini, that's like a costume that she had for like the longest. Then she went through another outfit. So she went through 3 of her anime outfits.
So something that was pointed out was that she wore a yellow skirt, which is like kind of her staple in the first part of it. She wore it through. And apparently that was a decision she made.
Yes. That's a lot of them have been like catching up on One Piece. Like they have been watching it pretty religiously, going like, okay, so this is what I need to do. And this is the character that I need to bring.
Also, the actress that played what's her name, the pirate that teams up with Bunny, that is he calls it.
Her, yeah.
So she was pretty heavy set in the first season.
Yes,
then she ended up losing weight to play the role in the second season because her character does end up losing
she gets the
weight when she drinks or when she eats the slick fruit.
Yeah, she eats the slick fruit and then she loses like a whole bunch of weight. She looks like totally different.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I think they got her mid-transformation because she went all the way now. She looks completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, she lost the weight. She was like
for real.
And you know what? Good on her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome of her.
It's interesting because
she comes back a little bit later in another arc, but it's really sick.
They're gonna keep her in the show. Yeah. You can tell that. To wrap up, because we do have to wrap up the show pretty soon. I feel like One Piece is kind of like, again, not masterclass, not perfect. You can still see its flaws here and there.
Doesn't need to be.
It doesn't need to be, but I feel like this is kind of like a cornerstone of what you could do when you want to translate an anime into live action. Because there's a lot of dedication, a lot of love, a lot of like understanding of what's important to the story, and there's a lot of respect to the fans as well. I don't think I've gotten into a franchise through a different iteration. And I feel like One Piece did that successfully because I wasn't interested in One Piece until the first live action. Now it's up to the fans to make sure that they can safely bring in those people, because this season's going to bring in new people, a new fan base.
I feel like the major thing is that the fans and everybody else can feel the amount of respect. Not only that, but also this is what happens when you get the original creator and you give him a voice.
Yes.
You give him you give him a seat in the room. He gets to observe. He gets to also help with the scripts. He gets to help on set. He and he can help give you directions and go, well, this is very important. Well, this is very important. That's not so important. Like, you can take that out. That's not a big deal.
It's his revision.
Yes.
It's a revision
It's
of the
him
script.
going through it, going like, what do I need in the story in order to move forward?
Yeah.
And you know what? It really does show. Oda, the creator of One Piece, he actually did say, we know where the live action can't go on forever.
Yeah.
He goes, feasibly, it's impossible. It's impossible for us to get all the way to Wano, get all the way to where One Piece is now. The guy who plays Zoro, he even says, he goes, I know, I asked and he told me which arc we're stopping on. And he goes, it's going to be an interesting arc. He goes, I'm really looking forward to getting to that arc.
That's interesting.
So they have a stopping point. They have an end. It's not going to go on forever.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't. Honestly, they do maybe 50 episodes each season for 1,000 and for 1,100 episodes.
Not even a dent.
Yeah, for 2 seasons, barely scratched the surface of what One Piece is.
Yeah.
Like they got to, they haven't they still have Alabasta they got to get to. They haven't even introduced Ace. They haven't. You barely met You get barely introduced to Crocodile, because already you've seen most of the Straw Hats though. Because Nico Robin, Miss Wednesday.
Oh, is she Nico
That's
Robin?
Nico Robin. What was it? You get Chopper at the end of this season. You met Brooke inside of Laboon. Those are 3 Straw Hats that we've already seen in the show. And they'll eventually jump on. The only one that we haven't seen is Frankie and Jinbei.
Miss Wednesday? I thought Miss Wednesday was with Mr. Nine.
Or not Miss Wednesday.
Sunday?
Miss All Sunday. The one with the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That keeps on
The one
taunting
with the
them?
roses?
Yes.
Yeah.
She can like make
But
arms.
she was in the anime too.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
she was-
Nico Robin.
yeah.
She's an archaeologist, which also her power is insane because when she uses it to her full ability, she just breaks everybody's neck.
Okay.
Like she literally has walked through a hallway and all you hear is and like you just see bodies dropping and you're like, what the why?
Well, I mean, she did that in the live action.
Yeah,
so
where
literally
she
with
just
the first episode.
where like she just starts like snapping people's necks and everything else.
Well,
So-
if the fan bases will accept me, I'll be a Straw Hat.
Yeah, man.
I'll be a fan of
Everybody's welcome to be a Straw Hat.
It's-
Luffy, as long as you bring some food and some meat, Luffy will bring you, will welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, I hope so. I know you won't watch it, but I would love for you to at least try like an episode or two, just to see
Of the
if it
live
has-
action.
Yeah,
Give it the live action.
just
You
to
don't have to watch
see the effect it has, because like it's interesting to. It was an interesting experiment on me to like be in this and be like, I'm interested in watching the anime. Like it like brought me in.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. But it is an interesting experiment just to
Alright.
see if like, okay, I can see the interest, but I'm not gonna do it. You don't have to. It's just, is it enough to pull you in?
Yeah, I, because this got me to get over my One Piece hump
Yeah.
of like, oh, it's coming out. Like I should really get past.
I should really do my homework.
I should really do my homework on One Piece, and I should really like I should finish what I had already started because I was in like the 700s.
Oh, so you were like 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah, now I'm at 1144.
Gotcha. Okay.
So out of 1144 of 1155.
Yeah. Okay. Not
So
bad.
I am
Almost there.
I'm 11 episodes away. I stopped because I ran out of dub.
You ran out of dub.
You know what? I tried an episode in Japanese,
It's
and
not the same.
I've done 1,000 episodes in English. I can't do one episode in Japanese. I did it, and I was like,
That's
I don't
funny.
like any of their.
Well, because
voices.
you're not able to multitask.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It hurts me because I have to actually pay attention now.
Your
I
eyes
have
are
no
just like.
I have no idea what's going on.
I love seeing that meme of people being like, when you watch anime, or put anime on the background, but you only watch subs. So like you're understanding what they're saying because you're looking at the screen, and then say like you're eating ramen and it's just all Japanese and you don't understand what's happening because you're looking down and stuff, and you look up and you start understanding. I like that.
I've seen the one where it's like when you're watching a subbed anime and then you look down for a second and then you look back up and someone down's like, "What did I miss?"
Yeah.
I thought it was funny though because I was like, "Dang, like I hit my wall."
Yeah.
I hit a wall with I guess I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, and I'm just gonna have to watch the Japanese.
See, that was me with MF Ghost.
But I thought it was funny because then I was like, I'm gonna Google it. Like when does the dub come out?
Yeah.
I found out when.
It's the Thursdays.
Well, you
No,
know,
it comes. The last 11 episodes come out on the 24th
of
Dub?
March.
of March.
Oh.
All 11 episodes come out in dub. I was like, oh, I can wait a week. I can wait a
one
week.
week, yeah.
I'm just gonna catch up
my
on.
balls to the desk playing Resident Evil 9 on Insane. I can make another week.
I was like, I'm gonna catch up on all the anime I haven't been able to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna catch up on all the shows I haven't been able to watch. And then I got my 11 episodes as soon as it comes out.
Dubbing of an anime is done well. Like I can't imagine you going to sub. Like I said,
that's
MF
how it was
Ghost
for My Hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like in MF Ghost, the protagonist is a British. He's Japanese British.
Yeah.
He's lived in Britain, so he has the British accent.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's in the sub version. Yeah.
In Japanese. The trickiest part is it's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z. I feel like Luffy's voice actor is too high pitch. And it's always high pitch.
Oh, Goku's high pitch voice and yeah.
So
I mean, she's great.
She's great. She's
Yeah.
been doing it for.
But there's a voice that you're used to.
There's a voice I'm used to,
Yeah.
and that's what Luffy and that's what Goku sound like. And then
Yeah.
when I listen to that, I'm like,
And now
it's like nails on a chalkboard sometimes. And I'm like,
now-
okay.
if this gets clipped, we're gonna have to welcome all the dub versus sub haters.
No,
and they're all gonna be like, "How
No,
dare you
I
watch an
think-
anime in
No,
dub?"
I get it. I get it.
I think there's a higher percentage of dubbed One Piece fans that watch it dubbed.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think there's a good
it depends.
percentage.
It depends on when you got into One Piece.
Yeah.
Because if you got into it when 4Kids was showing it, you most likely watched it with that. Which also, I forgot how much the 4Kids opening to One Piece was. It slaps.
I gotta rewatch.
Do you remember it?
No, I gotta rewatch it.
It's literally just it's a wrap of breaking down what the One Piece is, like what the show is,
I gotta
and
rewatch.
introducing all the characters. I'll show it to you after the show. It's
Okay.
hilarious.
All right. With that said, please, if you haven't seen the live action One Piece series, give it a watch. Just give it a try. We recommend it. With that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I will just give a couple of announcements. We'll pretty much just going to go ahead and talk about it now slightly because we're still finalizing a couple details. If you guys are in the Whittier, Santa Fe Springs area, we are going to be doing the Santa Fe Springs Art Festival again this year. We're working on bringing in people. We're working on the area. It's going to be a lot bigger this year than it was last year. So if you guys are interested in participating or being not participating but showing up and supporting our vendors and our friends that are going to be there, please do so. We're going to shoot out the dates and times at a later time. Like I said, we still need to finalize a couple things, but we're working on it. It is going to happen.
The flyer is up. We can say what day it is.
It is April 25th.
Yes.
25th at 2 to 10.
It's 2 to 10. Yes.
Yeah, but we're still finalizing our section, but there are plenty of other sections in the area. Film festival, multiple different vendors from the community.
They're gonna have like an art. They're gonna have an art exhibit as well. It's there's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
You can. There's gonna be some great food. They're gonna have live music. They're gonna have DJs. They're gonna have, activities for the kids. We're hoping that we can maybe do something. But yeah, we're everything's gonna be a lot of fun at the Art Fest. We always have a good time doing it. We're gonna be doing another live podcast at the Art Fest. Come on down.
Yeah.
Come check
And
it
if
out.
you are wanting to meet Nick, this is the place to do it because you can't run away.
I can't. I physically can't.
You can't run away.
Every single time that
He
I've ever
has to
been,
say hi.
every single time I've ever met like a fan, it's always like at the Art Fest, and they're like, "Oh, I knew you'd be here."
You know
And I'm
what's
like,
funny? The last 2 times we were there, Nick has been the one that people have taken a photo with.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Because it's like, oh, I met him. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I
like Nick's real. he's not
just
AI.
a screen.
Yeah, he's not AI.
you know,
like,
it'd be
he's
funny if
real.
we did a cutout of you and just put him there. It's like, this is Nick. And you're like, damn it, Nick's not here. And then you
Yeah,
just pop out of the cutout and you're like, hi, guys.
I already looked into it. It's only $50
Have to get cutouts.
to get cutouts. Yeah, I've looked into it because I was looking into it for Bryan.
Oh, when we did Boba Bryan?
Yeah, but I was gonna do just Bryan
Oh, yeah.
because I
For
found
what?
it. I don't know. You never know what I was gonna need.
It's always good to have a cardboard stand.
But he specifically mentioned me,
us.
which is what I don't like.
No, but I
Oh
figured
no, because I was thinking that or body pillow. I haven't like really
you're
like.
the one that's gone more frequently. So.
With that said,
I haven't come to consensus yet of which one I'm gonna buy.
check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and X.com. Please go check us out on our website, keepingitwiththenerds.com, and our audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean, also YouTube Music. If you guys are interested in our affiliate link, please go check out opusclips.com, link in the description below or wherever the description is at. It helps us create content so that way you guys can get the shorts of the show and see what the show is about if you guys are not ready to be watching the podcast. But to our new subscribers who have checked out our show recently, thank you so much. We're at 350 subscribers as of right now, potentially even more by the time this episode goes up.
Yeah.
So if you guys are new to the show, we appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support.
Thank you.
And as always, please, if you guys are interested in sharing this episode or any of our episodes to other people, go do so. We would love the new subscribers. I think by the end of the year, we do want to try to reach 500 at this point. Well, by the end of June for us, our year.
Yeah, tell us what you want to see. Do you want to see Nick rage bait Bryan all day?
No, I can't do that. My
Want
heart.
to see me scream at Bryan or Nick? I can do that.
I can take that. I don't think I can take Nick rage baiting anymore.
Yeah,
I got dad heart.
I got dad heart.
I got dad heart.
Yeah, so that makes it easier.
Yeah, it's
No,
easy.
that makes me potential for a heart attack, dude.
Yeah, easy
No.
target.
Stop eating red meat. I feel like that's a you problem.
That's impossible, dude.
All
All right, wrap it up, Nick.
right. This has been Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 289. My name is Nick Valero,
Renee.
This is Bryan.
and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Come and get happy.